Hi, and welcome to Astral Messages. My name is Angela, and I'll be bringing through guided messages for the collective today to have a look at the energies of the end of the year. So, guidance to help close out 2025. And I have your pre shuffled oracle message here: Palladian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. A beautiful card here. So with the 9-year 2025 coming to a close, there has been a lot of ramping up of clearing energies that no longer serve. Now, this has been around old identities, old programming, survival habits and tactics, I guess, that we have created with the disharmony in ourselves and the environment around us. So this means that we are able to come together within self, a rebalancing of our feminine and masculine energy. And in order to have that balance within self, we can then come together as humanity, together with a stronger connection with the planet and each other. The shift in that and the clearing has been immense and triggering for a lot because it's triggering old wounds. So it's coming up to be able to be released, which means there has been a little bit of chaos. But chaos is one way of looking at it, where you can see when we are triggered, it is a doorway to understanding ourselves and the energies that we hold within, so we can heal, cleanse, and come back to a balanced and harmonious state. So a very powerful energy for the collective energy. Okay, let's get some more messages out here. So thank you so much for being here. These messages are for the collective, so I encourage you to tap into your intuition during these reads and to discern what resonates for you and your personal journey. If you feel called to like, comment, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's have a look what else the collective needs to know to help close out 2025. It's been a big year energetically. And December has been intense because it's been ramping up. So what else does the collective need to know, please, Spirit? Thank you. Deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Absolutely. So if you are feeling tired, exhausted, you are not alone in that, because we are cleansing energy on an emotional but also physical level. It is changing our cells, literally. Deep cellular healing. It's been very powerful transition, and although at times uncomfortable, persistent, it is for our highest good. And when you think about, childbirth, birthing something new, that's not a process that doesn't involve any pain and discomfort. So you are in a process of becoming, and I kind of, it almost feels like more of a shedding. It's that snake here, right? So you're shedding what you once held, whether this be generational, from trauma or situations that you've experienced in this life and past lives, galactic lives. There's a lot that has been shedding for us to evolve and yeah, it's been intense, I must admit myself. Okay, let's have a look. What else does the collective need to know at this time? Thank you, Spirit. Cracked open, yeah, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. And that's that shedding, right? This is what you've always been. And this aspect of old self is breaking away. There has been moments where things that you've always known but are coming to light that are sinking a little bit deeper. You might be having a lot of aha moments or real massive shifts in perception that just kind of stop you in your tracks a little bit. And everything that you thought you knew, you no longer know. And this rock bottom, it kind of strips away old identities. And when you are learning about who you are at the core, it can be very disorienting and feeling like you have nothing left because the energies are literally stripping you bare for your highest good. So there's this message here to surrender to the alchemy of life. This is a massive shift for the collective. And although challenging at times, it is a beautiful, again, messenger bringing harmony and balance. It's literally just rebalancing everything. We have been living in a society that's been very much masculine driven. The feminine is rising. That does not mean that the masculine goes down either. It's this rebalancing where masculine is action, fear, control, and it's been shifted and tilted so the feminine and masculine come together within self. So you can still take action, but you're not taking action from fear, which is that dominant masculine. You're trusting your intuition. And so you're taking action from your intuition, and there's just beautiful balance going on. And when that happens within self, as within, so without. Also, if we can all live within peace and harmony, which I think we all desire, it's moving towards that, which is exciting times. Okay, what else does the collective need to know, please, Spirit? What else does the collective need to know? What else does the collective need to know at this time? Thank you. Yes. I love this card. Number 28, Jaguar. This card is around taking back your power and finding sovereignty. You may be called, I did post up a meditation. I'll add the link in here around reclaiming your sovereignty. Now, this is about energies that you may not have even been aware of and how influenced you have been with other people's words, behaviors, thoughts, energy itself, and losing that part of self that says, this is my truth, even though that is your truth. So there is this massive shift in reclaiming power and that personal power. Now, this is not power of domination. This is power of peace within self, knowing who you are, loving who you are, loving your shadow and your light. So this is beautiful. I love this. Okay, let's have a look to see what's going on in the tarot. Let's have a look to see what Spirit wants the collective to know to assist in closing out 2025 and the energies. of a 9-year. Please and thank you, Spirit. The 9 of Swords. Yes, so if you are feeling any anxiety, worry, stress, the end of the year, Christmas time can be very stressful, but there's a lot going on internally that you may not be aware of. And it's, especially when you think about this identity being released in this very disorienting energy, when certain aspects of self are being exposed, or truths, illusions falling away, masks that you've worn or other people have worn have fallen away, it becomes very disorienting, and you can sometimes struggle to ground, especially when there is a lot of stress. Yeah, because there's so much unknown. You're in this in-between phase. But if you have found this reading is here to let you know that this shift, this discomfort, this disorientation, it won't last forever. And it is for your highest good. Okay, let's have a look at your energy collective. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, 100%. You are moving into this brand new energy. You're shedding an old part of self, and you are like this, to me, is like this light that is beneath the shedding. This is what's coming in. Brand new energy, brand new version of you. Exciting. Okay, what is your challenge? The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is the universe making change. This is destiny. This is divine timing. This is divine order, I'm hearing as well. And so there is a massive collective shift happening. It is in the challenge position. And as I was saying, this change doesn't come without discomfort and the unknown, potentially anxiety, stress, worry. But if you have a greater understanding of what's happening, I'm hoping that that can help soothe and allow you to understand why you're feeling the way that you're feeling at this time. What's coming towards you? The Hermit. Yes, this is Virgo energy. This is about going within. So I was talking before around triggers, right? We may be feeling very triggered at this time, whether it's revelations that come through in meditation, or just masks that are coming off, the change in the world, what we're seeing out in the world. It's triggering us deeply, and these triggers are asking us to go within, really ask the bigger questions, look at what these triggers are trying to show us. Yeah, okay, because there is wisdom here. And what is your advice, Death? Beautiful. This is a rebirth. This is scorpionic energy. This is transformation. We are transforming on an energetic and physical level, and it's, I want to say, intense. It is intense. Pluto and scorpionic energy is very intense energy, but it's about the ending of the old. It's that shedding, right? Shedding that snake skin. But with it becomes this new energy. It's just I want to say, the circle of life. I'm hearing that from The Lion King and Elton John. The circle of life. I love this. Okay. I don't feel called to do any clarifiers. I feel like the messages that needed to come through have come through. I feel like this message really is just reassurance for those that are feeling this shift. It is powerful. It is, and I think this is the 2026 year, the year of one, and it's brand new energy. And so, although this is it's uncomfortable, remember that we are healing on a deep cellular level. We are coming together within self and finding harmony within community. You may not look it because we are still being cracked open, at rock bottom, looking at all the heartache, the wounds, the trauma, but we are taking back our power in a very feminine, soft, harmonious way. It is a beautiful time for humanity at this time. Even if you find that hard to believe, it is. So, with that, I'm sending you much love, light, and insight, and I'll see you next time.